So, just Dr. Curtis, I realized that they didn't apparently take you on a real tour of the lab here. So I'm going to start off in here and kind of scoot out of my office and give you an idea of kind of what's going on. In here is the graduate office, one of the graduate office complexes. And you can see, of course, we're somewhat shut down here, but these have are the office areas with a nice view into the forestry building and so forth. The lab itself is a bit of a fishbowl that's over here. We'll take a quick gander inside, but you get an idea from the hall. Another office set is over here, where I can go ahead and put it up in there. We have half of this with Dr. Sydney. The lab itself is here, and or of course largely shut down. As you come in with different dedicated areas, this room here is agrobacterium and genetic engineering work with algae, actually in the back there. As we make our way into this room, this is actually microscopy. And we set up lots of nifty new toys for doing work with not only epifluorescence but also bioluminescence. And we'll head around the corner here to see on the very end of this hall here is where you would come in on the freight elevator. Where the rooms themselves are include some of the common use areas. Autoclave room is off into here. Over here is the hot room. We're set up at the moment for decon, sanitizing related to the COVID virus. The areas here is for a lot of things related to potted plants, both as well as plant growth incubators. And so these incubators, in contrast, this area here is media prep, and here's 1,000 of our favorite chemicals being inventoried as we speak. This room here is where you grow both algae. It's actually a walk-in temperature controlled room, and so in here includes work with algae, cell culture, as well as going back into these areas here include plant culture and work on genetic transformation of plants, as well as some other pet projects and sequoia actually. This room is at 25 degrees C, so it's good for just generic temperature. It's nice and warm. The halls themselves have all the glassware one could ever want. I'm going to go over, this is Dr. Zidney's lab, actually next door, except for the fab room in the back, which I'll just stick our head in quick, so you can get an appreciation for the fact that we like to build things. This side over here is more electronics, soldering station, and electrical plumbing's in a different room actually. As we head back over here, of course, media solutions and stocks in the deli fridge. We'll go down that alley, but there's an RNA dedicated over there. And analytical equipment, GCs, spectrophotometers. This is actually an insect colony. So inside this incubator is a colony of whiteflies, and it's for the work we're doing on virus transmission, basically gene therapy viruses for plants. More areas for growing plants, and we have other capabilities working with obligate anaerobic cultures in a chamber there, and fume hives here. As we spin back around, bead beaters. This is actually a Stirling engine based minus 80 under the counter freezer. It's a new toy. Built quite a few things in the bioreactors over the years. A lot of what we're doing right now is dedicated to molecular biology, and so every nook and cranny has boxes for molecular work, and of course lots of pipetters and solutions and our PCR machines that are chugging away here for polymerase chain reaction, freeze dryers, centrifuges, gel docks and so forth here. Running gels and doing molecular work there. Here's another biocontainment hood. Down this alley we have incubators dedicated at all different temperatures and growth conditions. More minus 80 freezers, cryo work. Down in here you'll find work for genetic transformations for plant tissue culture. This is actually a dedicated tissue culture room. So these are laminar floor clean benches for doing work on a clean bench for like plant tissue, and a whole lot of plumbing fittings and parts and pieces, leading ultimately to a dedicated walk-in incubator that is for growth of propagation reactor systems and so forth that we have set up, or are in the process of setting up, because we are still actively moving into the lab, and that's about it. So that gives you kind of a basic idea of what the lab is like. It's a flow-through lab, so other faculty are on down that way, and if you head up the other way, up that way and around the corner, it actually becomes biomedical engineering.